She's a popular model and influencer on Instagram.
Hey guys, my name is Emma Hallberg.
But is she deceiving her 250,000 followers? Emma Hallberg is white, but is now facing accusations of darkening her skin tone to look black, all in an effort to gain followers.
And especially how you guys are some suburban white boys and you got the fucking nerve to talk about me, about a motherfucking grown woman, black woman, Hispanic woman.
Hey, back with another video, and I kind of want to touch on something that I'm noticing a lot of people react to, a lot of people on social media. So there's this thing that's going on, especially surrounding Bhad Bhabie, the fact that she's been using darker foundation, wearing box braids, and trying to look and act more black. She says it's a tan, but we all know that's not exactly what it is. It's actually trying to look more black. People have been calling her out, criticizing her for cultural appropriation, blackfishing, and she compared it to Little Kim, who she says wears lighter tones on her face, a whiter foundation, has a nose job, and tries to look more white, as she was implying. But my thing is, this type of thing has been going on way before Bhad Bhabie. This has been going on in the industry for a while, and it appears to me that the industry has been trying to use women that are not black to push out black women in the industry or erase black women from their own culture. For instance, when you look back, kind of in recent memory, think about Iggy Azalea. When Iggy came out, people immediately compared her to Nicki Minaj. And even some people were trying to crown her as the new queen of rap music, which was preposterous. So they created this fake beef and tried to turn her against her.
I want to ask, at the 2014 BET Awards, Nicki Minaj said in her acceptance speech, when you hear Nicki Minaj spit, Nicki Minaj wrote it.
Another thing people noticed was when Iggy came out, not only did she sound black in her music, but when she actually talked, she didn't sound black at all. She had an accent. In fact, I believe she's from Australia and she had an Australian accent. So she didn't sound black, didn't talk black, but when she rapped and when she appeared in her videos, she acted, looked, and mimicked black culture. So you can clearly see what the industry was trying to do, trying to plant somebody within the industry that was not a black woman, but was the intention to push a black woman out of the industry. Then we see it again. I also noticed that where Iggy didn't succeed, and that might have not been Iggy's intentions, but that is definitely the industry's intention, is to erase black women from their own culture. So I noticed that they tried again with Cardi B. I love Cardi B. Cardi B has an amazing personality. She's very charismatic. And I don't think Cardi herself has anything against Nicki, but I think the industry loves to put women against each other, especially if it's a black woman. They love to put another woman against them because they are trying to erase black women from the industry. So they've been using Cardi to erase Nicki as they tried with Iggy, but that didn't succeed. So they're having a little bit more success with the Cardi B fiasco, pitting the two against each other, having their fans fight, creating this fake beef, and even having labels behind it along with Atlantic Records pushing this agenda.
At the time, there was another female rapper that everybody was pushing and hoping that if she put out a diss, once she put out a diss record on me, Nicki Minaj would disappear. And when they saw that didn't happen, then they put that energy into someone else. It's never been about them liking another female rapper. It's just about them wanting to see, do I have enough power to get Nicki Minaj out of here?
There's also other areas within the industry, the television industry, where black women are being pitted against other types of women and are trying to be pushed out of the media spotlight or erased from the media in general. There's a show called Basketball Wives, headed by Shawnee O'Neal and other executives on VH1. In this show, there's a new cast member by the name of OG. I believe it was her second season there, and she was treated very differently than the rest of the other girls. OG is of African descent, beautiful black girl, beautiful chocolate girl, but audience members started to notice, people that was tuning in started to realize that she was being treated differently, and they started to attribute that to her skin color and her facial features, and that other women such as Evelyn Lozada, who were doing things that were much worse than OG, was getting preferential treatment because she was of lighter skin and of a different race. As Shani and other executives of VH1 were being called out, quickly the story began to change and the narrative began to change, and Evelyn Lozada started to call herself Afro-Latina.
I'm proud to be, I consider myself Afro-Latina because I could, you
100%.
know, I have backtracked my roots, so I know where I come from, you know, so I know, you know, I have a little bit of everything,
Yes.
you know, so it's funny because on the season somebody was like, bitch, you think you black? And I've never had anybody tell me that. And I was so offended, you know, because I didn't know what that meant. You know, I'm like, I think I'm black. Like, I grew up in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know where I come from. I know where I've done DNA tests just to know.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed with this Afro-Latina thing is that there are Afro-Latinas that exist. There are people of African descent, even in Puerto Rico, even in the Dominican Republic. They do exist. But there are also people that are hopping on the Afro-Latina bandwagon just to get themselves out of some mess. So they're using this black card, or I'm black now, even if they don't really look it, or even if they don't have the DNA to prove it, to kind of hop out of controversy. And a lot of people are using that to push their music, to push their presence in the media, and to push their presence in the industry. So in other words, it's a new type of blackfishing. People using the Afro-Latina card or the Afro-Latino card to appear black enough to sell their product, but not be really black at all. You're still not black, but you're black enough to appeal to the black audience or to the black pocketbook. So the situation with Bhad Bhabie isn't new. It's been going on for a while. The industry has been trying to reduce the visualability of black women and black people in general in the media for a long time. I could touch on 6ix9ine, but I'm not going to go into that. So if people aren't careful, if they're not watchful, you're going to see less and less of our type of people, especially our skin color, darker skin color or brown skin color in the media. And there's going to be a new type of blackfishing, or as I call blackface, in the industry that represents black culture. So keep your eyes open, pay attention, and stay woke. Anyway, like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching this video.